This is Idaho Springs.
Kaylon and I had talked about moving to the mountains sometime when we retire. And as she got older and older, we decided that was getting closer. So,
It's not true.
but I had a job offer to come out here, and so we decided to sell what we had back in Illinois, sell our land, our house. And then once I got out here about 6 months before her and realized I was spending all my free time going up into the mountains, going skiing, or just going and watching elk. We found a house up here on Saddleback Drive, up on Floyd Hill, and been here ever since. 5.5 years we've been out here.
Our oldest daughter, back when she was in 4th grade, I think it was, said, I'm going to move out west when I graduate from college, which nobody knows in 4th grade what they're going to do when they graduate from college. But within 6 months of graduating, she moved to the Fort Collins area, and we'd come and visit. And every time we'd go home and you look at the mountains in the rearview mirror, you're like, I don't want to leave. This is awesome out here. So that's when we kind of decided that we would move to somewhere around here. We just didn't know where. And then when we found this area, I just fell in love with it.
They moved out here and I was still living in Chicago. I just had my daughter, and I figured if the whole family was going to be here, my sister was here, my parents were here, this is where I was supposed to be. And I had spent the first year in Denver, and it was still very similar to the city where I had been living. So I came up here to Idaho Springs, and I've never turned back.
I'm from Kansas. I moved to Denver because a buddy of mine in college started a company, and lived in the city for a while, hated it, moved up to Floyd Hill, and lived with 2 other bachelors. We had the holiday HOA, like the holiday Christmas party at our house, and I met Dan and Kaylon. And as a single man, I made a joke after he told me on the bar, you got any hot chicks that work down here? And about 2 weeks after that, I walked in and, well,
History.
here I sat.
Yeah, I think Idaho Springs is it's a gateway to the mountains. It's the first thing you see when you come up the hills. And it's an old mining town, so it gives you a good feeling for what the mountains truly are.
Idaho Springs still has kind of a hometown feeling, where Breckenridge has become where everybody from everywhere else is going. Idaho Springs still has people that were originally from there going there. You can meet a few of our locals who've been there since the beginning.
I think the locals are very welcoming as long as you respect the environment that you're coming into. If you're coming to the mountains and you want to tear things up, they're not going to welcome you. But if you want to come in, have a drink, talk to them about the history, I think the locals, I really think they like to see you.
Some people come here and it's their first time out in the mountains, and they're only staying for a week, but they come in, they have a beer, they have a bite to eat, they want to talk to people. Whereas you have others who, they're on their way to Vail and they just want to blow through town. People who want to appreciate Idaho Springs, even if you're there for a week, you can be considered a local. The Elks Lodge puts on a wild game night where a bunch of locals bring in different meats. So there's elk, there's bear, there's duck. This year they had some mountain lion, and different people make different dishes. And then it gets a bunch of people, old and young, in there.
I personally like Halloween. That town goes all out for Halloween.
Halloween's a good time in Idaho Springs.
Yeah.
My favorite place to shop, if I go into Idaho Springs, my favorite place is Tommy Knockers because of the beer selection. They are almost as many beer selections as what we have at Two Bears, but I like to shop for beer, drink.
I like to shop at Margie's place. It's got more stuff there than beer.
The Wild Grape's a good place too. One of our bartenders works at the Wild Grape.
I like going to the Vintage Moose, I guess, because I don't really shop. I just drink more while she's shopping.
When I go to Idaho Springs, I really like Mountain Prime. They have a great crab cake.
Yeah, we try to frequent most everywhere in Idaho Springs.
And
the newest one, the Cidery, is another one that is just open.
There's a wine and cheese store, so if you don't like us here, you don't like beer or whiskey or vodka, then you can go there and eat some cheese and drink some wine.
But I don't know why you'd want to live anywhere else. I mean, they have great people, food. I mean, Idaho
it's
Springs has
beautiful.
got it all. I mean,
Yeah, there is so much to
cold
do.
beer. I think you're
And
staying
there's
for
ice
the
cold beer. Yeah, there's ice cold beer. But no, it is fun. It's exciting. There's wildlife. If you know, I love the outdoors. I can go and see elk.
I love
and
it when
bison most every day. Bighorn sheep,
the bighorn sheep's outside from
Yeah.
here is awesome to see.
and we've made a lot of friends.
That's what I was gonna say. The people keep me here. There's a lot of great people that I've met in Idaho Springs. They're from everywhere. Some are from here, but they all have a good personality and they become your family.
Idaho Springs is for you.
Can you bleep things then? If it's like us at
We've
dinner.
already warned
They're
her.
cutting.
I was warned.
We already warned her.
Okay,
there's
if
gonna be a lot
it's
of bleeping,
at
so
dinner,
no, we
this
want
is
you to
gonna
just
be
you
bad.
and talk.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, said it once.
Thank you. That's what we want is
I would describe Idaho Springs as fun.
Exciting.
Beautiful.
She took mine.
You said fun. You weren't supposed to say fun.
What was I supposed to
You were
say?
saying I would find Idaho Springs
And you say fun?
fun, exciting, and
All right, let's
beautiful.
go
You
again.
can't follow directions.
Jesus.
You gotta put some gap. Give it some.
This
Is
is
Idaho
Idaho
Springs.
I think we gotta get one in there.
Idaho Springs is for you.
You guys are too fast.
Idaho Springs is
for you.
For you.
I looked away. I looked away. I was trying to say it at the same time as you guys, and I can't focus.
All right.
Idaho Springs is for you.
I don't get it.
That's all over the place.
Okay, I'm lip syncing. I'll let them say it. I'm lip syncing.
Idaho Springs is for you.
now we screwed them up.
Yep.
You pointed 2 times.
All right, ready?
Idaho Springs is for you.
I think we got it.
I think we got it too.